Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 commencement of Northern Caribbean University is about to begin. Dr. Lincoln Paul Edwards presiding. Marshal Dr. Nicole White. University Gonfalonier, Miss Ayana Suku, President of the graduating class of 2021. The Gonfaloniers for the College of Business and Management, the College of Natural and Applied Sciences, Allied Health and Nursing, School of Religion and Theology. The Deans of Northern Caribbean University. The University Registrar. And the Vice Presidents of Northern Caribbean University. The University President and the President's Party. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Jamaica.
invite you to bow our heads with me as we pray. Sovereign God of this vast universe, the embodiment of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, we thank you for today. We thank you for life. We thank you for Northern Caribbean University and the graduating class of 2021. Your hands have been guiding this noble institution since its inception, during good times and difficult times, in educating and changing the lives of men and women for service to God, country, and humanity. Today, our graduands, through resilience and determination, have achieved their goals amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. We thank you for them, the administrators, professors, and staff of NCU who made this possible. As we celebrate this occasion with them, we invite your presence to be with us and guide the proceedings in accordance with your will. Grant our speaker clarity of mind as he inspires the minds of our graduates to face the new chapter in their lives. May we all listen with understanding and be true recipients of your blessings today. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, be seated. Dr. Lincoln Edwards, President, Northern Caribbean University, and Mrs. Edwards, members of the Jamaican government and parliamentary opposition, Pastor Peter Kerr, President, Atlantic Caribbean Union Conference of Seventh-day Adventist and Vice Chairman of the University Board, and Mrs. Kerr, other members of the University Board, Dr. Angel Guzman, IATS Vice President for Academic Administration, Inter-American Theological Seminary, Mr. Andrew Ingraham, President and Chief Executive Officer for the National Association of Black Hotel Owners, Operators, and Developers, Inc., and first commencement speaker, and Mrs. Ingraham and their support team, Mr. Jeffrey Butler, former Executive Director of the Inter-American Development Bank and friend of Mr. Andrew Ingraham, our commencement speaker, Mr. O'Dane James, Acting Senior Occupational Officer, Center for Occupational Studies, Ministry of Education, Youth, and Information, other guest speakers and commencement honorees, presidents, officers, and workers of the Inter-American Division, the Jamaica Union Conference, and the Atlantic Caribbean Union Mission of Seventh-day Adventists, specially invited guests, civic leaders, members of the Diplomatic Corps, administration, faculty, staff, students of the Northern Caribbean University, alumni, family, guardians, and friends joining us on our social platforms this morning, members of the graduating class of 2021, ladies and gentlemen. This morning I am delighted to welcome you to the main campus of the Northern Caribbean University. We welcome those of you who are present with us physically, and those of you who have joined us virtually here in Jamaica, from the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, the Cayman Islands, the Turks and Caicos Islands, and other areas across the globe. We welcome you to the 98th commencement exercises of the Northern Caribbean University for the 2021 academic year. Members of the class of 2021, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Dr. Merrick Walker, Secretary and Pastor Bancroft Barwise, Treasurer of the Jamaica Union Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, Dr. Peter Kerr, President, Atlantic Caribbean Union and Vice Chair, University Board of Governors, Dr. Cheryl Roll, Secretary, and Elder Roderick Sands, Treasurer of the Atlantic Caribbean Union. On behalf of the members of the Board of Governors of NCU, the administration, workers and members of conferences and institutions in Jamaica and the Atlantic Caribbean Union, I bring you warmest greetings and offer you, our proud graduands, our heartiest congratulations. Dr. Edwards, I'm pleased today to join Pastor Peter Kerr, President of ATCU and Vice Chair of the University Board, in congratulating you, your colleagues in administration, the faculty, staff, and members of the graduating class of 2021 for all that you have done to make this a triumphant moment, a moment of reality. As a team, you have successfully meandered the contours of one of the most challenging academic year on record in the history of this dynamic institution. Class of 2021, we know that completing your courses of study and qualifying for graduation in times like these and under these challenging circumstances that you had to master is no ordinary achievement. You defied the odds. You had to swim, as it were, against some rough and strong currents and crossed many rivers to get here. You surmounted countless barriers and obstacles along the way, and you successfully navigated your way through the many disruptions and inconveniences caused by COVID-19. But you kept your eyes on the mark. You focused on your goals and aspirations, and just look at you. This is truly a triumphant moment in your life. So today, as you make your exit from this sacred institution, I believe you are all doing so with immense gratitude in your hearts. Gratitude to Almighty God for His sustaining grace towards you in seeing you through to this point. Gratitude for this university and its administration, and for the hard-working, dedicated, and committed faculty and staff who help you to make it to this successful completion of your courses of study. You have to be thankful, I'm sure, for all the support systems and persons that were always there for you. Congratulations to you, proud parents of the graduates, You have sacrificed much to make this occasion a reality. Now it is your moment to exhale and celebrate the achievements of your children. My remarks this morning, ladies and gentlemen, would be incomplete if I did not pause to celebrate with my colleague and friend, the communication director of the Jamaica Union, Elder Nigel Coke, and his wife Bobbitt, as they celebrate the achievements of their son, Chad Anthony Coke and Romy Coke, members of the graduating class. Congratulations, Nigel and Bobbitt. As you exit these hallowed walls to serve God and humanity, please remember your alma mater, NCU. Graduands, NCU is counting on your financial support as she continues to prepare others to take their rightful places in society. Today, I invite you and the wider stakeholders of NCU to partner financially with those who have gone before you in the timely erection of the University Church building complex as we seek to serve our members, our students, and the wider community. Class of 2021, I pray that as God continues to empower you, that you might indeed overcome all the hurdles that are yet ahead of you and become the anticipated change that God wants you to be. Graduands, an anxious, troubled world is waiting for you to take your rightful places in society and to be the anticipated change. So march on, my dear friends, and show to everyone you meet what true success looks like, what true success feels like. God has a place and a purpose for you. Fear not, for God is with you. Go with God, class of 2021. Congratulations, and may God continue to bless you and bless Northern Caribbean University.
Will the recipient for the President Medallion 2020 please approach the bench? Mr. President, upon the recommendation of the Honors, Awards, and Recognition Committee, I am pleased to present to you the nominee for the Northern Caribbean University 2021 President's Medallion, Mrs. Perline Dawes Higgins. Christian educator par excellence, Perline Dawes Higgins, a native of Newport, Manchester, was destined for academic greatness from an early age. At age 4, her education began at Bethabra Infant School, where she progressed quickly through elementary, skipping grades on the way to high school. She succeeded at 3 Jamaica local examinations, then served as pupil teacher at the Bethabra School. Mrs. Dawes Higgins, who attended the Newport SDA Church, was recommended to attend West Indian Training College, now the Northern Caribbean University. After passing the Senior Cambridge External Examination, she entered junior college, and upon graduation, served as teacher principal at Jointwood SDA and Springfield SDA schools, both in West Jamaica Conference. Accepted for undergraduate studies at Oakwood University to pursue a Bachelor of Arts in English, Mrs. Dawes Higgins spent her summers and every break from school as a literature evangelist in New York City. During those canvassing trips, she became a member of the then Park Place Seventh-day Adventist Church, now known as Hanson Place Seventh-day Adventist Church, where she served in numerous roles for more than 60 years. She attended Long Island University for a master's in early childhood education, studied secondary education at Fordham University, and later received a certification in educational administration and supervision from Brooklyn College, CUNY. After working in the New York public school system for 20 years as a teacher, educational supervisor, parent-teacher advocate, and a school administrator, Mrs. Higgins embarked on a 30-year entrepreneurial journey, establishing her own school, the Cycle Educational Center. She remained with the center until her retirement. Perline Higgins was instrumental in establishing the Northern Caribbean University Alumni Association New York chapter, with the primary goal of fundraising for its alma mater. An avid campaigner, she has organized multiple fundraising initiatives to secure scholarships for needy Jamaican students. Mrs. Higgins has received numerous awards for faithfully serving her country, her church, her alma mater, and the greater New York and Jamaican community, which she has done for decades. Perline Higgins has 2 children, 5 grandchildren, and 1 precious great-grandchild, a host of nieces and nephews and other family members who are extremely special to her. Today, the 8th day of August in the year 2021, Northern Caribbean University is pleased to present one who, by her lifelong commitment to Christian education, is indeed worthy to be awarded the President's Medallion for 2021.
As President of Northern Caribbean University, I am proud to identify you, Mrs. Dawes Higgins, as the recipient of the President's Medallion for 2021. We are pleased to see how you have embraced and continue to embrace the vision of your alma mater in your service to the university and its stakeholders. May you continue to follow the Lord's leading, being a role model to your colleagues, current students, and fellow alumni, including holding high the banner of our alma mater till he comes. Congratulations.
Thank you. Will the candidate for the Honorary Doctor of Business degree, Mr. Andrew Ingraham, please stand and approach the platform? Doctor of Business, honoris causa. Andrew Ingraham can be described as monumental in his influences and advancement in the fields of multicultural tourism, hotel investments, and the travel industry, and African American heritage in North America, the Bahamas, and the wider Caribbean. He founded the National Association of Black Hotel Owners, Operators, and Developers, Inc. With a growing minority population and lack of diversity in the travel industry, he seized the opportunity to fuse multicultural tourism and hotel ownership and pursued ways to bring about hotel ownership investment by African Americans and other minorities, forging partnerships with many leading hotel brands. The reach of this benefactor, who managed to increase the number of women-owned hotels, vendor opportunities, and executive-level jobs for minorities, thereby creating wealth within the African American community, has also extended to create a hospitality student leadership summit to provide scholarships and attract more diverse talent to the industry. Mr. Ingraham's achievements are many. He has been appointed to the National Tourism Advisory Committee for the National Association for the Advancement of Cultural People and the Colored People, and the White House Conference on Tourism. He is the creator of the Greater Fort Lauderdale Convention and Visitors Bureau to attract African American tourism, and consultant for St. Martin, working specifically to increase the island's visibility among African Americans. Andrew Andy Ingraham is a distinguished alumnus of Northern Caribbean University and Florida International University. So today, Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of Northern Caribbean University, I am pleased to present Mr. Andrew Ingraham as a most worthy candidate for the degree of Doctor of Business, honoris causa.
I am delighted to accept the recommendation that Mr. Andrew Ingraham be conferred with the Honorary Doctor of Business degree from Northern Caribbean University. As an institution that produces numerous business graduates, NCU is pleased to recognize outstanding business leaders like Mr. Ingraham, whose contribution to the business world, in particular the hospitality industry, is noteworthy. So today, Mr. Ingraham, Northern Caribbean University pays tribute to you for your outstanding contribution to the North American and the Caribbean hospitality industry and bringing to the fore the strengths and achievements of the people of color. So, Mr. Ingraham, by the powers vested in me by the Board of Governors of Northern Caribbean University as President on this 8th day of August in the year of our Lord 2021, I confer on you the degree Doctor of Business honoris causa with all the rights, privileges, and honors thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mrs. Sandra Edwards, spouse of the President of Northern Caribbean University, members of the Jamaican government and the parliamentary opposition, Pastor Everett Brown, President, Jamaica Union Conference of Seventh-day Adventists and Chairman of the University Board of Governors, and Mrs. Brown, Pastor Peter Kerr, President of the Atlantic Caribbean Union Mission of Seventh-day Adventists and Vice Chairman of the University Board, and Mrs. Kerr, other members of the University Board, Dr. Angel Guzman, IATS Vice President for Academic Administration, Inter-American Theological Seminary, Dr. Andrew Ingraham, President and Chief Executive Officer of the National Association of Black Hotel Owners, Operators, and Developers, NABHOOD, and first commencement speaker, and Mrs. Ingraham and their support team, Mr. Jerry Butler, former Executive Director of the Inter-American Development Bank and friend of Mr. Andrew Ingraham, our commencement speaker, Mr. O'Dane James, Acting Senior Occupational Officer, Center for Occupational Studies, Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, our guest speakers and commencement honorees, presidents, officers, and workers of the Inter-American Division, the Jamaica Union Conference, and the Atlantic Union Mission of Seventh-day Adventists, specially invited guests, civic leaders, members of the Diplomatic Corps, administration, faculty, staff, and students of Northern Caribbean University, alumni, family, guardians, and friends joining us on our social media platforms, members of the graduating class of 2021, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a special day. Today is a historic day in the life of Northern Caribbean University. This commencement ceremony, under the theme, Empowered by God, Overcoming Hurdles to Become the Anticipated Change, is our first hybrid graduation and is occurring during the second year of the second century of NCU in Manchester. I welcome all of you who are joining us online and those in person in the gymnatorium to the 2021 commencement ceremony here at Northern Caribbean University. I welcome you on behalf of the class of 2021, this historic class whose achievements we are here to celebrate. I welcome you on behalf of the Board of Governors who provide policy direction, oversight, and guidance to this outstanding institution. I welcome you on behalf of the faculty whose dedication to duty, commitment to excellence and success of our students is unparalleled among educational institutions in this region. I welcome you on behalf of our administrators who spent countless hours wrestling with difficult challenges and implementing strategies to keep the university functioning in a cohesive manner during this pandemic period. I welcome you on behalf of our dedicated and industrious staff who accomplished so much for us, sometimes functioning under less than ideal conditions. And I am pleased to announce that today we have a total of 524 students graduating from our 4 colleges and 1 school. Our special awardees today are Mr. Andrew Ingraham, Honorary Doctor of Business degree, and Mrs. Perline Dawes Higgins, President's Medallion recipients. Here at NCU, we have a deep and abiding commitment to a holistic model of education, and as such, we offer a Christ-centered, values-based education that is underpinned by strong work ethics and an emphasis on service. The result is that NCU builds character, creativity, and competence in our students. At NCU, we do usual things unusually well. And in this academic year, our students have once again demonstrated both nationally and internationally what is possible when they are provided with opportunities, the right guidance, and an atmosphere in which they can unleash their creative energies. During the 2021 academic year, NCU operated under the theme, Empowered by God, Equipped to Forge a New Normal. Acting in concert with God, we achieved the following. Classes were offered remotely and online, and provision was made to facilitate those students who needed to be on campus. Additional training and equipment were provided to faculty to ensure optimal performance. The Department of Teacher Education launched a new course, Bachelor of Arts in Special Education. Mr. Steve Lawrence has rejoined the Distance Education Department, and the team is working to actualize the virtual learning delivery ecosystem implementation plan. This will streamline our online offerings and assure quality, relevance, and potential market share. Approximately 150 students have benefited from the Restoring Every Student's Confidence Using Education, or RESCUE campaign, since its inception in 2017. And approximately $27 million have been awarded in rescue scholarships designed to attract those students from underserved communities and allow them to have a chance at success. A 12-bedroom house was donated by Roy and Grace Williams to support the rescue initiative. And I'm also delighted to announce that 2 recipients of the rescue scholarships are graduating today. We solicit your continued financial support of the initiative so that we can continue to offer scholarships to deserving students. The NCU Alumni Federation has provided over 100 scholarships to assist students to be financially cleared for graduation so they may continue their studies. And the Federation President, Mr. Clayton, is here, and you will hear more from him. Dr. Errol Bryce provided $40,000 towards the setting up of a scholarship in honor of his grandmother, Mrs. Caroline Reese. Members of the St. Jago 5B class of 1977, that's my high school class, has donated a scholarship valued at 1.2 million Jamaican dollars, tenable over 4 years, to assist a St. Jago graduate to attend Northern Caribbean University. Under the leadership of Dr. Jacqueline Vigilance, the research field is having an impact with 69 abstracts, 6 papers, and 1 book being published during the 2020-2021 academic year. At NCU, we have now achieved a 95% graduation rate, thanks to the hard work of the team, the academic team. The construction of the University Church has restarted and is receiving the full support of the Jamaica Union Conference and Atlantic Caribbean Union Conference, as well as the support of many of our stakeholders. Phase 1 has been completed and Phase 2 is underway. Mr. Desmond Young is the project manager, and Drs. Owen Roberts and Neil Reed, along with Pastor Joel Hay, are leading the charge in fundraising for the project. The Georgia Cumberland Conference, the Atlantic Union, Jamaica Union, along with the conferences, has so far made significant contributions. On Friday, April 30th, 2021, the Indian High Commissioner, His Excellency Mr. Rung Sung Masakwi, visited NCU. He was instrumental in providing 2 scholarships for NCU workers Ryan McCullough and Orlando Tracy to pursue master's degree in the area of computer science at a prestigious university in India. NCU student Ms. Crystal Scale, who is doing communication studies here, received the 2020 Governor General's Achievement Award for the parish of Manchester, while Conroy Thompson, Training and Development Manager at Half Moon Resorts and an MBA student at NCU, received the 2020 Governor General Achievement Award for the parish of St. James. Most recently, Mr. Rajay Danvers, who is graduating today, was awarded the 2021 Governor General's Achievement Award for the parish of Manchester. 2 NCU students, Patrina Stewart and Letitia White, were selected to represent Jamaica as delegates of the Arab Youth International Model United Nations, to be held from the 17th to the 20th of September 2021 in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. NCU Professor Mark Harris was awarded the Silver Musgrave Medal for outstanding merit in the field of science by the Council of the Institute of Jamaica. The NCU International Education Development Foundation will be constructing a memory garden on campus to permanently honor the memory of individuals who, directly or indirectly, have made noteworthy contributions to the university or whose lives have been touched by their direct or indirect engagement with the university. This is a fundraising venture in which all who desire can participate. The NCU water bottling plant is now operational. The plant utilizes a technology that converts moisture from the air into potable water, and it's labeled Heavenly Springs, and this is what NCU now produces, Heavenly Springs water. 3 students, Shertona Byfield, Nevada Green, and Petrona Peart, have won paid internships at the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, multi-country office in Jamaica. They were part of the team that won the Development Challenge competition. Ziva Technology Solutions Jamaica Limited has donated an additional 18 tablets to assist our students, bringing the total number of tablets donated by the company to 73. 7 students completed a semester at Brandon University in Canada under the Emerging Leaders of the Americas program. This is part of an effort by the university to provide greater international experience for our students. Erica Lumsden, a communication studies student at NCU, recently won the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission Gospel Star competition. So Erica is now a star. In terms of special mentions, Chavelle Royal from the Western Jamaica Regional Campus has the highest GPA of 3.93. She is graduating with a Bachelor's of Social Work. Anthony Lennon has the second highest GPA of 3.90. He is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Mathematics. It is always a special moment when we have spouses graduating together. And today, we have Mr. Ricardo McCullough and his wife, Mrs. Nuvia Jones McCullough. She's an enrollment officer in the Office of Recruitment, Admissions, and Retention here at Northern Caribbean University, and they are graduating together. Mr. McCullough will graduate from the School of Religion and Theology with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Religion and Theology with a minor in Family Life Education. Mrs. McCullough will graduate from the College of Business and Management with a Bachelor of Science degree in Management Studies with a major in Hospitality and Tourism Management. We are always delighted to see siblings graduating together. And today, Mr. Chad Anthony Coke and Mr. Ramoy Coke, children of Mr. Nigel Coke, Director of Communications, Public Affairs and Religious Liberty at the Jamaica Union Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, and Mrs. Bobette Graham Coke, Assistant Director for Special Events and Hospitality Services and Supervisor of University Business Services here at NCU, will each graduate from the College of Business and Management with the Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration with a major in Finance. Yes, they deserve our congratulations. The first group of 6 students conferred on March 21st, 2021, and participating in today's commencement ceremony from the partnership between the Center of Occupational Studies, COS, in the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, and Northern Caribbean University through the Vocational Education and Empowerment Training Institute, VEETI, here at NCU, are graduating from the College of Business and Management with the Occupational Associate degree in Business Processing Outsourcing. Of note, too, is that the executive of the 2021 graduating class is comprised of all females and is led by the vibrant president, Ms. Ayana Suku, graduating from the Department of Behavioral and Social Sciences in the College of Humanities, Behavioral and Social Sciences with a Bachelor of Social Work degree. 6 of our workers are graduating and we are excited. Vivian Dyer, Executive Assistant in the Office of the President with the Postgraduate Diploma in Education. Carisha McCoy with the Associate of Science in Business Administration. Nuvia Jones McCullough with the Bachelor of Science in Management Studies. Janelle Forrester with the Master of Science in Counseling Psychology. Sandra Brissett with the Bachelor of Science in Industrial and Organizational Counseling. Richard Thorpe with the Bachelor of Arts in Religion. Yes. The Western Jamaica Regional Campus has its first graduate from the Bachelor of Arts in Early Childhood Teacher Education. She is Karine Daly, and she's graduating with cum laude degree. Mrs. Beverly Henry stands today as a model of perseverance, battling serious health challenges, but still striving to achieve her goal. And today, she, will graduate with a Master of Business Administration degree. So, once again, congratulations to all our graduands. You have done well. You have made yourself, your parents, guardians, sponsors, spouses, children, your teachers, and NCU proud. And as you leave these halls and venture into other pursuits, remember, you are never alone. Jesus is only a prayer away. May God bless all of you, and again, congratulations. Our commencement speaker for this morning's ceremony is Dr. Andrew Ingraham. He's a distinguished alumnus of Northern Caribbean University and Florida International University, and he may be described as monumental in his influence and advancement in the symbiotic fields of multicultural tourism, hotel investment, and the travel industry, and African American heritage, particularly in North America, the Bahamas, and the wider Caribbean. Support for the vision came from the Asian American Hotel Association, and he founded the National Association of Black Hotel Owners, Operators, and Developers, NABHOOD. Then there was only one branded African American owned hotel in the US, and today there are over 800 hotels domestically and internationally. As president and CEO of the non-profit NABHOOD, he also carved out of a niche market strategy Horizons Marketing Group International, a marketing and public relations company specializing in multicultural heritage and African American travel. With the growing minority population and lack of diversity in the travel industry, he seized the opportunity to fuse multicultural tourism and hotel ownership and pursued ways to bring about hotel ownership investment by African Americans and other minorities, forging partnerships with many leading hotel brands. The reach of this benefactor who managed to increase the number of women-owned hotels, vendor opportunities, and executive-level jobs for minorities, thereby creating wealth within the African American community, has also extended to create a hospitality student leadership summit to provide scholarships and attract more diverse talent to the industry. Dr. Ingraham has been featured or quoted in several outstanding publications, including the Wall Street Journal, New York Times, and has had appearances on National Public Radio several times. Many are his achievements: appointment to the National Tourism Advisory Committee for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, White House Conference on Tourism, creator of Greater Fort Lauderdale Convention and Visitors Bureau to attract African American tourism, and consultant for St. Martin, working specifically to increase the island's visibility among African Americans. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Dr. Andrew Ingraham to the podium.
Thank you very much. President Edwards, Board Chairman Pastor Everett Brown, members of the administration, ladies and gentlemen, today's graduate class of 2021, our leaders of tomorrow, I would first of all like to thank the university for this honor and inviting me to speak. When I told my wife about what I was going to do, she said, "What are you going to speak about?" I said, "I don't know." Her response was, "Okay, just don't be boring and don't be long." Today I intend to follow her advice. But if you permit me a moment of personal privilege to acknowledge my wife, who's been my partner on this incredible journey, to make sure that I stay on track and where I am today, my wife, Maria. Thank you. I was born in the Bahamas. My family is from a small settlement called Tarpon Bay, Eleuthera. It's a small fishing village, much the same today as it was when I grew up as a little boy, traversing the farmlands, fishing, and being mischievous. So my parents packed me up, my brother and I, and shipped us off to West Indies College at that time. And I like to tell the joke that they promptly moved, so I couldn't find them again. But that was a joke. But I think they had a plan for me, and the interesting part is I did not know, but the foundation to what I do today was started on this hilltop as a young man, dreaming, looking for opportunities, counting the cars that passed by. My roommate and I, Nigel Tulloch and Conrad Reed, would stand on the hill. We didn't have any money, unless our parents sent it to us. We got into trouble very often. I believe I can say this, the statute of limitation may be gone, but I spend a lot of time going down to the farm at night with my pillowcase, taking oranges. And I was talking with Miguel yesterday, and we also would go, when they parked the bakery van, get some sweet bun. So I apologize for that, but I'll make it up to you. What is important in what I learned, don't be afraid to take risk. And what I do today, what I've done yesterday, what I will do tomorrow, is I'm never afraid of failing or taking risk. As these new leaders go out into the field, please rest assured that if you fail, just start again. Planning is important, very important. You plan, but you've got to focus. I'm lucky with the network of people that I have. I have a focused network. Nothing is ever wasted. I remember the first time my good friend, who I have to acknowledge, Pastor Clark, thank you for reuniting me with this university, came to Florida and we started to talk, and he said to me, you should be involved with the university. And we do a lot of stuff. I always get concerned when people call me or they show up and they want me to get involved in something else. For those of you that are married, you know, when you spend 1 million miles or you travel 1 million miles a year, your wife sometimes thinks there's something funny going on. But it's business. And when I thought about a focused network and my friends, perseverance. Graduates, never waver. Persevere. There will be adversities. Be thankful and remember paying back. Today, tomorrow, for the rest of my life, I will be paying back for the foundation that this university put me on a course to what I do with every member of my companies, my organizations, and my friends. When I went to the U.S., I kept thinking, where are the opportunities? Couldn't figure it out. And I remember, and my wife used to, once we got married, used to ask me all the time, or say, you can do it. Sometimes she questioned, but that's a wife. But I can tell you, She never wavered. And when I started to talk about hotel ownership, I went to a buddy of mine who was at that time the president of one of the most prestigious African-American organization in the United States. And I said, we should buy a hotel. He looked at me. He said, boy, are you nuts? I said, no. He said some other stuff I can't repeat. But he said, where are you from? I said, I'm from the Bahamas. He said, oh, that's the problem. I did not let that stop me. I started doing research, started getting my friends together, my network. And when I looked around, I kept wondering, why are people of color spending so much money but have nothing to show for it? I think I had something. And my first research, I found a little hotel, a Best Western in Memphis, Tennessee. I called up the owner, Mabel Holyfield, and I said, how did you get into the hotel business? He said, by mistake and default. The owners owed us some money. We were the accountant, and they couldn't pay us, so we took possession of the hotel. I wanted to be more deliberate, and so we started looking around and pulling folks together, and I realized something. I talk about building that network. I realized that there were not a whole lot of people discussing, buying, investing, and operating hotels. We had a history of being in the hotel business. We were dormants, we were maids, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I always want people to have an opportunity to go to the next level. You know, President Edwards, when you gave that young lady the president's medallion, I said, look at what her life work had paid. She persevered. She's here with us today. I want to congratulate her. Thank you. I asked about her earlier, and I know members of her family are here to support her. That's the and started to purchase hotels. Marriott and Hilton hotel chain recognized it. And they called me to Washington, D.C., Marriott, and said, we are going to financially support this organization almost 20 years ago, and we're going to help you with this vision. You see how easy that was? I had a vision, shared it with other folks, and people got on board. The president said we had close to 700 or 800 hotels. There are 58,000 hotels just about in the United States. 42% of them are owned by Indians, almost 20,000 hotels. We started about 20 years ago or so. We own just over 1,000 hotels in the United States and around the Caribbean. This is only the, thank you. I say this often. In 5 years, we will be the largest minority group in the United States that own hotel rooms. We're creating a group of leaders, our new leaders that I created many years ago, young people that we train and bring them into our summit, so they see role models like we have today. Imagine what you see. Imagine that. I was talking to Corinne earlier, who's worked with me to get us here, my wife and my colleague, Jerry Butler. And I always bring Jerry Butler with me because he understands global and international finance. And if I ever need some money, I can always call Jerry Butler. But those major hotel brands has helped us that today, out of the 3 largest hotel companies in the United States, today 2 of them are owned by African Americans or controlled by African Americans. RLJ, whose president is Leslie Hale, the only African American woman in the United States that's running a hospitality hotel REIT. Hilton, Marriott, none of the major brands own hotels to any degree. There are people like you, there are people like Jerry. Hopefully will be people like President Edwards will get him to get into a hotel and own one or invest in one. And there are groups that we talk to every day. You know, I once heard a speaker in Washington, D.C. by the name of Willie Jolly. I was attending a conference, and he got up to speak, and instead of going to the podium, he stood in a chair, and he said, you have 1 minute to change your life, 60 seconds, you use it or lose it. 60 seconds can change your life and put you on a course that can impact everyone around you. You can be afraid or not use it. I always tell people, I tell my kids, failure is not an option. If you're afraid of failing, then that tells us you're not doing a whole lot, and you probably wouldn't do a whole lot. Anybody know a guy, I didn't get a chance to see him this past week, called Usain Bolt? Sure, you've heard about him. Did you know that in the 2004 Olympics in Athens, he placed last? I'm sorry, in the 205 World Track Meet Championship, he came in last. He didn't give up. You cannot talk about track and field today without Usain Bolt. I wish I was a sprinter. I wish I was a track sprinter. I know my friends would say, you can't run that fast. But I believe I have other talents that allow me to do what Usain has done. I remember one day I came out of my house early in my career, and I went back to bed. Why? Because my wife was going to go to work that day, and I didn't see my car. I didn't panic. She went out, came back and said, "Where's your car?" I ran outside. I said, "Where'd it go?" But I knew the folks that owned my car, that was letting me drive it because I paid them every month and I couldn't pay them, came and got their possession. I said, "It's only a car." Many years ago, I couldn't pay my rent, my office rent. My wife would say, "When are you going to figure this out?" But here's the beauty. She didn't leave. She didn't threaten to leave. And I have a lot of friends that sometimes when it gets tough, you know some of those folks. Thank you. I was in Jamaica earlier in my career when a young man said to me, "Why don't you come to St. Martin, the country of St. Martin, help us?" I said, "No, I had just finished creating a program for multicultural tourism for the Greater Fort Lauderdale Convention and Visitors Bureau. I've been working with the Bahamas, and I was kind of trying to turn the road. Didn't want to go to St. Martin. But they made the offer so attractive financially, I said yes. Wasn't afraid to go down there. I'd never been there before, by the way. I talked about that network. A buddy of mine called me and said, hey, I've got a client. He wants to have an event. I'm going to give you $1 million US to put an event on. He said, you're from one of those funny islands. Figure out a place. He said, that client was FUBU. Didn't know who FUBU was. I came home, told my kids, I'm doing something for FUBU. They were elated. And I thought, well, who's FUBU? Anybody see Shark Tank today? Anybody know what Shark Tank is? Damon John. 4 of them. We had a big party in St. Martin. But what I did while preparing that party, I began to grow my network larger. And we had all this success with our network. But one of my worst moments in my life was seeing my youngest son being carted away on a gurney because we thought there was something wrong with him. He wouldn't eat. And we took him to all these specialists, and my wife said, what are you doing? I said, there must be something wrong. He's not eating. I remember the doctor saying to me, I think he was only 14 months, he said, he gets up at night and he goes in the refrigerator, eats what he wants, go back to sleep. There's nothing wrong with him. But it shook my confidence then. But I remember my partner and my wife on this incredible journey stuck with me. And today, my son is a young man, and we have a 14-month-old grandson that I spend more time with than probably working today. I hope that's okay, Jerry. We're committed to giving back. The beauty about having a foundation here, it prepares you for life. You meet your first set of people. Many of them will go a lifetime with you. You go out into the world. You won't be afraid because the confidence that you receive at this institution is par excellence. The administrators are committed. Thank you. The administrators are committed to your success. You think about it. Pastor Clark could have been doing something else. President Edwards could have been doing something else. But they're here for the graduates and people like you, like me. I'm grateful for that. And I always wondered, what is it that I can do? We have a number of foundations in the United States that one of the joyous things I get now is giving away dollars to help people educate. I have one of my colleagues, a multi-billionaire in the U.S., and he said he didn't dream big enough. And that's after he borrowed $150 million and paid it back in 7 years. And I was having dinner with him and the Governor General of the Bahamas a couple of weeks ago, and he said, I didn't dream big enough. And every year he gives away $3 million in a wonderful U.S. city. And he made a commitment to us, $2 million that were given with friendships, scholarships, in 4 areas, hospitality, aviation, agriculture. I'm missing one. What am I missing, Jerry? Your sleep. So the issue is, those dollars that are committed is for one thing, to create a new generation of leaders. We're going to make a long-term commitment to this institution, not for what it did for me, but what it did for many leaders around the country, including today's graduates. I want to see more graduates, and part of our commitment is my good friend, with the math I can't see all the way over there. But we talked about this and working on it. We're going to commit 1.7 million Jamaican dollars today as part of a long-term commitment to a scholarship fund to help fund young people. And that's only the beginning. When I look around and I see the work that has to be done, and I wanted the Governor General of the Bahamas to be here with me. I wanted Bill Picard to be here with me, because I have a team of people, men and women, that are committed to the vision of giving back and improving our community and leaving it better than we found it. That's important to us. It's important to my 14-month-old grandson. It's important to the people that work for me. It is important to the young man and young woman that clean our rooms every day to ensure that our guests will enjoy a great time in our hotel and come back. And that's why when I say we've only just begun. And President, if you would allow me to give you that gift that we brought and pass the clock, this was an incredible journey just to get here. I know Dean Ruggles, who I gave a lot of problems to as a young man on campus, may be surprised that I'm here, but would be pleasantly surprised because he too had a vision for me because he put up with me. To graduates, I see a clock here, and my wife said, don't be boring. Was that a time signal? Wrap it up. I'm following your advice. Hope I wasn't boring. I wanted to keep it short. Today's graduates, congratulations. Thank you for what you've done in persevering. Thank you for what you intend to do. And remember, we and members of my organization and my companies will always be there to help, guide, and answer any questions that you may need. Thank you very much. God bless you and have a pleasant rest of the day. Thank you.
President Edwards, it gives me great pleasure to present to you and to the Vice President of the Inter-American Adventist Theological Seminary 6 candidates who, according to records submitted to me, have successfully completed the prescribed programs of study designed and outlined by the Inter-American Theological Seminary and the Association of Theological Schools, and are eligible to be conferred with a degree from the Inter-American Adventist Theological Seminary.
Northern Caribbean University is pleased to share this graduation ceremony with the Inter-American Adventist Theological Seminary, IATS, the fully accredited seminary of the Inter-American Division of Seventh-day Adventists. IATS offers graduate degrees in theology and religion in the affiliated institutions within the territory of the Inter-American Division. As one of the 10 university campuses within the Inter-American Division territory, Northern Caribbean University is proud to have been a founding institution when this seminary came into existence. Operating on our campus under an affiliation agreement between our 2 institutions, the IATS has its administrative offices at the division headquarters in Miami, Florida, and its academic headquarters on the campus of Antillean Adventist University in Puerto Rico. Therefore, it gives me great pleasure to introduce and present Dr. Angel Guzman, Academic Vice President of the Inter-American Adventist Theological Seminary. Dr. Guzman.
Good morning, and thank you, President Edwards. Receive warm and sincere greetings from the whole IATS staff, especially from our President, Dr. Velasquez, Dr. Brown, our greetings also. It's a joy and a privilege for the Inter-American Adventist Theological Seminary to operate a site in this campus at Northern Caribbean Adventist University. In compliance with the mandate of our World Church. And now I call upon Dr. Newton Cleghorn, our site coordinator here at Northern Caribbean University, to kindly come forward to present the candidates who are eligible to be conferred with the IATS degrees.
Mr. Vice President of the Inter-American Adventist Theological Seminary, I am pleased to present to you today 6 students of the Inter-American Adventist Theological Seminary who are eligible to receive the Master of Arts degree in Pastoral Theology. For the Master of Arts in Pastoral Theology, there are 6 candidates, and all of the candidates from the Inter-American Adventist Theological Seminary will be presented on screen at the appropriate time. We congratulate and applaud the candidates who will be conferred with the Master of Arts degree in Pastoral Theology today.
So now, in virtue of the authority conferred upon me by law, the Accrediting Association of Seventh-day Adventist Schools, Colleges, and Universities, and the Association of Theological Schools are accrediting organizations, and the Ministry of Higher Education of the Free and Associated State of Puerto Rico, the Inter-American Adventist Theological Seminary's Board of Trustees, and on behalf of its faculty, I now confer upon all of the candidates the degree for which they have been presented, Master of Arts in Pastoral Theology. I declare all of them graduated. Congratulations.
Mr. President, it gives me great pleasure to present to you today, August 8, 2021, 518 candidates who are eligible for degrees from Northern Caribbean University. According to records submitted to me, each of these candidates has successfully completed our prescribed programs of study and is therefore eligible to receive the degree earned for his or her program of study. The total number participating today, including those conferred in March 2021, is 518. Of that number, 255 will be conferred in this, the first commencement ceremony, and 257 candidates will be conferred in the second commencement ceremony. The candidates in the first commencement ceremony are from the College of Business and Management, the College of Natural and Applied Sciences, Allied Health and Nursing, and the School of Religion and Theology. They will be presented to you by the Dean of the College of Business and Management, Dr. Audley Eccles, the Dean of the College of Natural and Applied Sciences, Allied Health and Nursing, Dr. Vincent Wright, and the Dean of the School of Religion and Theology, Dr. Simon Wambali. I now invite Dr. Audley Eccles to present the candidates from the College of Business and Management.
Mr. President, I now present from the College of Business and Management 129 candidates who are eligible to receive degrees from Northern Caribbean University. Each candidate has completed the prescribed course of study in harmony with the stipulations of the Accrediting Association of Seventh-day Adventist schools, colleges, and universities, and the University Council of Jamaica. For the Masters in Business Administration, there are 8 candidates. For the Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration, there are 53 candidates. For the Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management, there are 10 candidates. For the Bachelor of Science in Management Studies, there are 39 candidates. For the Associate of Science in Business Administration, there are 11 candidates. For the Associate of Science in Hospitality Management, there are 2 candidates. And for the Associate Degree in Occupational Studies, there are 6 candidates. Representing the College of Business and Management are
Melissa Brown,
Sashika Powell,
Nicole Scarlett,
Shanae Turner,
Amoy White,
Tina Young,
all of the other candidates from the College of Business and Management will be presented on screen. We congratulate and applaud the candidates who are being conferred today.
Master of Business Administration, Norda Brown, Karen Bury,
Beverly Henry, Chantal Jameson,
Vincent Leslie, Kay Scott, Alicia Smith, Michaela Stevenson.
Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Accounting emphasis.
Nikisha Thompson Anglin. Anglin Thompson, sorry.
Sanjay Bartley.
Giselle Burchell.
Shanna Coley, cum laude.
Shada Craddock.
Shantana Dixon.
Roshana Dunkley.
Jolina Garçon.
Rohan Gregory.
Kwesi Griffiths.
Shellyanne Hall, cum laude.
Racine Harrison.
Hanson.
Racine Hanson, yes.
Julia Jackson.
Nicolette Carr.
Deidre Lyons.
Marlon Mitchell, cum laude.
Nicole Scarlett.
Tony Thompson.
Daniel Tobias.
Chantal Vassal.
Tashelle Watson.
Hope Wellington.
Tamara Williams.
Shellyanne Williams.
Nicole Wilson.
Michael Wright.
Tina Young, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, finance emphasis.
Nikkei Brown.
Odesha Campbell.
Chad Anthony Coke.
Ramoy Coke.
Progress Davis.
Magan Ibans.
Alicia Green.
Sabrina Green.
Naveda Green.
Terrian Hudson.
Kemoy Hutchinson.
Monique Johnson.
Brianna Lee.
Sean Malcolm.
Brianna Powell.
Nerdia Roberts.
Nicola Rowe.
Tony-Ann Samuda.
Dwayne Saunders.
Candice Thomas, magna cum laude.
Kamisha Thomas.
Shanae Turner.
Renique Walker.
Fallon Walsh. Somebody has a lot of friends.
Delissa Williams.
Simone Williams.
Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Tourism, Travel and Tourism Management emphasis.
Sanjay Cole.
Ivana Dean.
Cassian Harrison.
Harriet Henderson.
Candice Lowe.
Nicolette Walters.
Shanella Williams. Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management, Food and Beverage Operations Management emphasis.
Lancelot Ball.
Orain Malcolm, cum laude.
Camicia Powell.
Bachelor of Science in Management Studies, Entrepreneurship emphasis.
Wendy McFarlane.
Bachelor of Science in Management Studies, Hospitality and Tourism Management major.
Nupia McCalla, cum laude.
Shade Quarry.
Bachelor of Science in Management Studies, Human Resource Management emphasis.
Shia Brian, cum laude.
Tyra Carter.
Esme Clark.
Shellyanne Gabidon.
Avis Gordon.
Cassandra Grant.
Camille Hanson.
Andre Howell, cum laude.
Shannalee Hilton.
Kareen Johnson.
Jessica Kelly. Kenisha Lloyd.
Cheryl Nelson.
Latoya Newell.
Tracy Ann Patrick Burton.
Colleen Richards.
Razgnu Roach.
Aldith Wisdom.
Bachelor of Science in Management Studies, Marketing and Sales Emphasis.
Anne-Marie Brissett.
Monique Roden.
Melissa Brown.
Tafari Duhaney.
Coretta Dunn Ewart.
Tazia Graham.
Kareen Green.
Deshaun Leach.
Kamar Lewis.
Keon Nesbeth.
Sashika Howell.
Michael Riley.
Maisha Shaw.
Sam Marie Telfa.
Amoy White.
Sharika Wright.
Tiffany Wright.
Bachelor of Science in Management Studies, Tourism and Hospitality Management Emphasis.
Vondria Harvey.
Associate of Science in Business Administration.
Sharian Anderson.
Shanice Blackwood.
Sasha Borland.
Camarisha Dixon Walters.
Kareen Francis Mitchell.
Sophia Farron.
Tyler Foster, cum laude.
Danielle James.
Sadari McIntosh.
Carisha McCoy.
Acacia Walker.
Associate of Science in Hospitality Management.
Shanika Barker.
Chanel Campbell.
Associate degree in Occupational Studies.
Shanika Barker.
Tiffany Bloomfield.
Oops. Yes. Tajay Eccleston.
Nikos McCullough.
Zoya Miller.
Shante Scott.
Yolanda Young.
Applied Sciences, Allied Health, and Nursing.
Mr. President, I now present from the College of Natural and Applied Sciences, Allied Health and Nursing, 122 candidates who are eligible to receive their degree from Northern Caribbean University. Each candidate has completed the prescribed course of study in harmony with the stipulations of the Accrediting Association of Seventh-day Adventist Schools, Colleges, and Universities, the University Council of Jamaica, the Nursing Council of Jamaica, the Council of Professional Allied to Medicine, the Dental Council of Jamaica, and the Jamaica Association of Professionals in Nutrition and Dietetics. For the Masters of Public Health, there are 5 candidates. For the Masters of Science in Biology, there are 3 candidates. For the Masters of Science in Information System, there are 3 candidates. For the Postgraduate Certificate in Information Security, there is 1 candidate. For the Bachelors of Science in Applied Environmental Geography, there are 2 candidates. For the Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, there are 6 candidates. For the Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences, there are 15 candidates. For the Bachelor of Science in Biology Education, there is 1 candidate. For the Bachelor of Science in Computer Information System, there are 25 candidates. For the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, there are 9 candidates. For the Bachelor of Science in Information System, there are 2 candidates. For the Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, there are 2 candidates. For the Bachelor of Science in Dental Hygiene, there are 3 candidates. For the Bachelor of Science in Dietetics, there are 3 candidates. For the Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science, there are 3 candidates. For the Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, there are 3 candidates. For the Bachelor of Science in Medical Technology, there are 15 candidates. For the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, there are 10 candidates. For the Associate of Science in Biology, there is 1 candidate. For the Associate of Science in Dietetics, there is 1 candidate. For the Associate of Science in Information Technology, there are 5 candidates. Representing the College of Natural and Applied Sciences, Allied Health and Nursing, there are 3 representatives.
Brian Simmons.
Malika Honorary.
Jazari Osborne.
all of the candidates from the College of Natural and Applied Sciences, Allied Health and Nursing will be presented on screen. We congratulate and applaud the candidates who are being conferred today. Thank you.
Master of Public Health, Health Education and Promotion.
Nicola Charlton James.
Charlene Hamilton.
Master of Public Health, Medical Epidemiology.
Omolda Guerrier. Master of Public Health Nutrition.
Lilith Melbourne Bailey.
Norlet Reddy.
Master of Science in Biology, Microbiology emphasis.
Richard Logan.
Master of Science in Biology, Molecular Biology emphasis.
Tyrone Knight.
Ryan Simmons.
Master of Science in Information Systems, Application Development Specialization.
Marissa Gakpo.
Master of Science in Information Systems, Networking and Information Security Specialization.
Arnold Cooper.
Anthony Knight.
Postgraduate Certificate in Information Security.
Lawrence James.
Bachelor of Science in Applied Environmental Geography.
Daniel Blake.
Davian Brown.
Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry.
Ranique Brown, cum laude.
Ariana David, cum laude.
Tajira Jacobs.
Tabitha Samuels.
Neogres Simpson Lino.
Shannon Walters.
Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences.
Andre Campbell.
Joette Francis.
Rihanna James.
Nastasia Johnson.
Rasheem McDonald.
Malaika Oniwere, cum laude.
Jaysari Osborne.
Janelle Phillips, cum laude.
Sanjay Reed, cum laude.
Rashina Stewart.
Hanneke Sutherland.
Danielle Sutherland.
Kalila Waddle.
Janae Walker.
Prince Willis.
Bachelor of Science in Biology Education.
Seba McLaughlin.
Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems.
Tafari Beckford.
Carol Bogle.
Colleen Brown.
Mikhail Campbell.
Kirk Patrick Chambers.
Filbert Chisholm.
Winston Edwards.
Brandy Evans, magna cum laude.
Xavier Ewing.
Hakeem Gooden.
Kamal Hedman.
Lerone Levy.
Jevan Meeks.
Janoy Mendez, magna cum laude.
Trisanya Morrison.
Nikona Muir, cum laude.
Anne-Marie Reed.
Raheem Robinson.
Ruth Ann Samuels, cum laude.
Courtney Smith.
O'Shane Smith, cum laude.
Brian Walker.
Adrian West, cum laude.
Joey Williamson.
Berthel White.
Bachelor of Science in Computer Science.
Sabrina Atkinson, magna cum laude.
Romaine Hunter, cum laude.
Lisa Jo McKay.
Edwin Miller.
Ashani Pitt, magna cum laude.
Bevon Scarlett.
Jamian Sina.
Akeem Shaw.
Cum laude.
Cum laude.
Albert Walker.
Bachelor of Science in Information Science.
Archie Hilton.
Jermaine Smith.
Bachelor of Science in Information Technology.
Travis Anderson.
Kino Vaz.
Bachelor of Science in Dental Hygiene.
Oshika Holly.
Sabrina McIntosh.
Trisan Nelson.
Bachelor of Science in Dietetics.
Thais Dawes.
Janique Gordon.
Michaela Smith.
Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science.
Danielle Campbell.
Keniqua McKellum.
Nishka Shaw, cum laude.
Bachelor of Science in Mathematics.
Anthony Lennon Summa, cum laude.
Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Actuarial Science, emphasis.
LaFern Henry, magna cum laude.
Michaela Morant.
Bachelor of Science in Medical Technology.
Shamoya Black.
Tasha Gay Brown.
Karja Bryan.
Peter Gay Dunkley.
Samantha Graham.
Janelle McPherson.
Quinola Ming.
Georgianne Morgan.
Stevon Morris.
Tajmarie Nevins.
Don J. Reed, cum laude.
Shani Robinson.
Kellyanne Smith.
Sarah Spence.
Zenobia Wilkinson.
Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Shanique Bennett.
Chelsea Day.
Derica Powell.
Shanika Robinson.
Janelle Smith.
Crystal Thomas.
Shakira Watson.
Shalicia White.
Bachelor of Science in Nursing, RN, BSc upgrade.
Marie Cohen, magna cum laude.
Kimberly Henry.
Associate of Science in Biology.
Shanique Sukra.
Associate of Science in Dietetics.
Edmarla Brown.
Associate of Science in Information Technology.
Darren Anderson.
Kirkpatrick Chambers.
Davon Murphy.
Diploma in Information Technology.
Kadeen Blair.
Sashana Atkinson.
Venetia Martin.
Jermaine McFarlane, magna cum laude.
Terrianne Shorter.
Now invite Dr. Simon Wambale to present the candidates from the School of Religion and Theology.
Mr. President, I now present from the School of Religion and Theology 10 students who are eligible to receive their baccalaureate degrees from Northern Caribbean University. Each candidate has completed the prescribed course of study in harmony with the stipulations of the Accreditation Association of Seventh-day Adventist Schools, Colleges, and Universities, and the University Council of Jamaica. For Bachelor of Arts in Religion, there are 10 students, and they are represented by the names below.
Roosevelt Hudson.
Selvin Stewart.
All the students, all the candidates graduating from the Adventist, from IATS with masters, and those graduating from the School of Religion and Theology will be presented on the screen, and we congratulate and applaud the candidates who are being conferred today.
Master of Arts in Pastoral Theology.
Christopher Mighty.
Adeline Mowat.
Kirkwood Parkinson.
Sheldon Schooler.
Roland Vassell.
Andre Wallace. Bachelor of Arts in Religion,
Javane Billings.
Romario Bonick.
Wayne Clark.
Roosevelt Hudson.
Lincoln Liking.
Master of Arts in Pastoral Theology, Bachelor of Arts in Religion,
Javane Billings.
Romario Bonick.
Wayne Clark.
Roosevelt Hudson.
Lincoln Liking.
Ricardo Macalla.
Samuel Miller.
Selvin Stewart.
Richard Thorpe.
Nicholas Harwood.
Graduands, cometh the moment for which you have long waited. So through the powers vested in me by the Board of Governors of Northern Caribbean University as President, and by the authority of the University Council of Jamaica, Adventist Accrediting Association, Joint Board of Teacher Education, Council of Professions Supplementary to Medicine, Nursing Council of Jamaica, and the Dental Council of Jamaica, I now confer on each of you the degree for which you have been presented. From the College of Business and Management, Master of Business Administration, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management, Bachelor of Science in Management Studies, Associate of Science in Business Administration, Associate of Science in Hospitality Management, Associate Degree in Occupational Studies. From the College of Natural and Applied Sciences, Allied Health and Nursing, Master of Public Health, Master of Science in Biology, Master of Science in Information Systems, Postgraduate Certificate in Information Security, Bachelor of Science in Applied Environmental Geography, Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, Bachelor of Science in Biological Sciences, Bachelor of Science in Biology Education, Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Bachelor of Science in Information Science, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Bachelor of Science in Dental Hygiene, Bachelor of Science in Dietetics, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Science, Bachelor of Science in Medical Technology, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Associate of Science in Nursing, Associate of Science in Biology, Associate of Science in Dietetics, Associate of Science in Information Technology. From the School of Religion and Theology, Bachelor of Arts in Religion, with all the rights, privileges, and honors thereunto appertaining, this 8th day in the month of August, in the year of our Lord, 2021. Congratulations. For those graduates who are physically present in the gymnatorium, you may now shift your tassels. For those of you who are elsewhere, you may join in as you choose, and congratulations, you are now graduates of Northern Caribbean University.
Today, as I graduate from Northern Caribbean University, I pledge to maintain in my personal life and professional practice the moral and ethical principles taught by this institution, and I will, with God's help, do so wherever I am called to serve. In all my dealings, I will conduct myself with honesty and integrity, always taking responsibility for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions, and dignity of all. I will seek to apply the knowledge, experience, and skills I have acquired to build up any organization of which I am a part, advancing its well-being, that of my profession, and of the society as a whole. I will strive to better my community through active participation and good citizenship. I will commit myself to keeping abreast of developments in my chosen field, embracing the value of lifelong learning. I'll be a loyal ambassador of Northern Caribbean University, always seeking to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation, while striving always to provide committed professional service to country and to God.
God at the center of it all. I am honored to have been chosen to deliver the valediction for the 2021 graduating class. But I would have no purpose here had it not been for the resilience of our graduates, the support of their friends and families, the effort of this administration, its faculty and staff, and finally, but most importantly, the faithfulness of God. My heartfelt congratulations to all my fellow graduates on reaching this indelible milestone in your scholastic journey. Today, my friends, is rightly ours. Unuguani, yes man, unu come right out, unuguan with a bag of things. Now that I'm reflecting on 4 years of legacy that we've all made together, we have overcome hurdles, and today we are empowered. We can humbly say that we are the anticipated change. We surged on like the famous Olympic hurdlers for unforgettable years. Do you remember those sleepless nights, 11:59 deadlines, walking up steps to Christ just to get to another class, those PE classes on a Friday morning, and having financial instabilities? This is why today we reminisce and celebrate our perseverance, sweat, and yes, even tears that went into the hard work that has brought us this well-deserved success. And how could I stand here and give no credit to the places and things that became our closest and dearest friends? Special big ups to the library, Google, and all the other platforms that were ever present when we needed them. To the lecturers, chaplaincy services, friends, and families who helped us along the way and lent a sympathetic ear to our frustrated rants, we thank you. In my time here, I've encountered some of the most promising scholars. We must be proud of who we are. We are graduates of Northern Caribbean University, people who are godly, intelligent, resourceful, grounded, and above all, people who can contribute significantly to today's ever-changing world. We may not yet fully comprehend the things that we've learned here, but recognize that if we do the things we're capable of, we would astound ourselves. The world requires a new generation of scholars who will effect a positive change and go beyond the call of duty. We are a part of that generation. It is our responsibility to go into the world and do our part in bringing about this change by effectively applying our skill sets while depending on God, making not only ourselves proud, but our families and our university. Now that we've been empowered by God to overcome hurdles and become the anticipated change, let us go forward displaying the character, creativity, and competence that this beacon on the hill has molded. To the graduating class of 2021, congratulations. And as the Jamaican Michael Jackson would say, "Yee-hoo, we do it."
With all protocols respectively observed, our alumni induction is a long-standing tradition where we celebrate the transformation from being NCU graduates to that of becoming NCU alumni. As the president of NCU Alumni Federation, the umbrella body for all NCU alumni chapters, along with Vice Presidents Alonzo Smith and Trevor Cameron, all chapter presidents, executive members, and alumni in the diaspora and Jamaica, we warmly welcome you to the alumni body, the largest stakeholder constituency of this our loved and blessed institution on the Hill. It was a collective effort of all our chapters, and that allowed us to provide direct financial support to your graduates today, to over 100 graduates today, and countless others as we serve to facilitate academic and student success through other means that year at the university. But I want to share that equal to that of the Good Samaritan that gave the taxi fare to a recent 110-meter hurdler and facilitated him being at the race, and the rest is history, there are many alumni and friends being Good Samaritans and facilitated your being in the race and to have surmounted these hurdles. So even today, as we join and we express appreciation to those, we want to celebrate with you the real victors. You are our victors, you are our winners, you are our champions, and we're excited to have you joining our ranks. But before you sprint away, let me quickly remind you that the hurdles that you successfully cleared and that we are celebrating with you today, the reality is that they still remain here at NCU. Some hurdles are known, while others will be novel. In other words, never seen before, and with unknown and deleterious effect. But let me share with you, you have the talent, you have the expertise to make this better for those who come behind. So our alumni chapters, we need you. We need your involvement. We want to remind you that your first alumni engagement will be on November 4th to 8th And this will be an opportunity where we can come for an alumni reunion and to celebrate with our alma mater. At this time, I'm going to ask if you are wherever you are, to stand as we do our NCU alumni pledge. And if there are alumni in the audience here, we also ask that you stand. And as we say the alumni pledge together, we will do this in the first person. I will read and you will follow after. I, Harold Clayton, you'll put your name, hereby pledge my loyalty to Northern Caribbean University, my alma mater, and the high Christian ideals upon which she was established. I pledge to nurture, support, and give generously of my professional expertise in helping her to achieve plans and projects that she may propose to advance our society and improve standard of living for all. I recommit myself to her continued progress through my support of alumni chapters and other forms of expressions of gratitude for the way in which she has helped us to realize our dreams. I will ensure that for present students and the generations yet unborn, my alma mater will be able to continue our long-standing tradition. Onward ever, forward ever, our alma mater, NCU.
Oh Please bow your heads for the benediction. Almighty God, we lift our hearts and hands in total praise to you as we rejoice with our precious graduates on receiving their hard-earned degrees today. We thank you for each word uttered, each song rendered, and each action displayed that caused our cups of joy to overflow. We especially thank you for the commencement address given by Mr. Andrew Ingraham. May his words inspire not only the graduates, but all of us to depend on you to make a difference in this troubled world. Now, as we conclude this celebration, we ask you, dear Lord, to fill us with your Holy Spirit so that we can fulfill your plan for our lives and so that we can bless others by serving them gladly with practical expressions of your love. In your holy name I pray. Amen.
You have brought us
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 commencement of Northern Caribbean University has ended.